The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Los Angeles Angels, among the league's favorites after they lost in the World Series last year. And Singy, I got to think it's somewhat deflating when you get that close to the ultimate prize only to come up short.
Yeah, I'd say deflating, demoralizing, agonizing. You can go on. And it's just tough, Boog, because just to get to the World Series is a huge accomplishment. So, getting those last 4 wins, though, that's what makes legends.
And with opening day, here's a chance to get your season going in the right direction and take that final step this year.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Atlanta Braves.
One down. Here's a big power threat. Sunshine Strawberry. She's a player who does it all.
Ball, that's out.
Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta. Foul ball there.
Ball.
Hit hard, base hit.
Pick up the ball, pick it up, pick it up.
So they get a runner aboard with a one-out single.
Right, squirted up that ball.
Batting third, the third baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive her in now.
One out and a runner at second here on opening day.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner at second here. One gone. Just missed. 3-2. That one is absolutely belted. Boom goes the dynamite. Ryan McMahon leaves the yard. His first homer of the year, and the Halos jump out in front. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves, the 1-1. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that will end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Sunshine Strawberry.
And there's a foul ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Oh, and 2 now. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff hitter off first base.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Ball to strike. The pitch. Runner takes off. Throw to second and great jump. Runner at second. Got it. And 1 out now.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And now here is Matt Wallner. That one ran inside, almost got him.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Can't glove it cleanly.
You're up.
The underhand flip, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the
Up
out.
next for the Angels, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. The 0-2. Swing, and he popped it up. Riley. He's got it, and that is that. Angels leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33.
Strawberry, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and she's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Their first homer of the year, and they add on. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So a man at first. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels.
Coming off an absolute bomb in her last at bat.
That one is absolutely belted. Base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Digging in, Ryan McMahon. The Halos trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. Here's Edwards for 1. A sensational double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
1 down.
Next,
Here's
for the
Ramon
Braves,
Laureano.
The left fielder, number 5, Ramon. Laureano.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Strawberry takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Strawberry in the box as she fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. This one popped up. Edwards settles under it. And that is that. It's a 4-run inning as a result of 2 homers. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Angels 9 and the Braves 1. Strawberry was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Collected 4 hits, 1 of them left the park.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time she came up. When a player is locked in like she was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Sunshine Strawberry comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Sunshine Strawberry getting ready to hit. She has turned into one of the best catchers in the National League.
No, outside.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Here's Edwards for 1 and 2. What a play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Back here in Atlanta, here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry.
Sunshine Strawberry.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Rosarena takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Woo, she was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. She was ready to hit.
Now in for the Braves, Walker Jenkins. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Laureano on the move. throw to second, and he's safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in a scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher.
You know, her great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If she can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that misses off the outside edge.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field.
Yeah, great job right there. Squared up on that.
And her hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for her in the past month.
This player's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow her down.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking.
Runner on the move, in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, and she steals second base without a throw. Strawberry at second with nobody out. Popped up. Polanco under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. One out and a runner at second. Now a pop-up on the infield. Riley. He's there. He's got it. Two down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Zach Neto, the next to hit. Runner at second. Two down. Swing and a pop-up. Polanco. And that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. Angels out in front 2-0. You're watching Angels baseball on The Show, LA. Strawberry digging in, missed opportunity just now, but still a chance with 2 away. Big spot here, Siggy.
Yeah, got to shake it off and keep grinding. A base hit here changes everything.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Angels threaten but leave them loaded. But they're on top 2-0. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth.
Sunshine Strawberry.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead in the ninth.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think she'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Two on, 1 out. Hit softly on the ground left side. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Hey!
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit. One run is in. Another comes in to score. And they're up by 4.
Definitely found the perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you. But
Strawberry managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
I really like how she looked in this one. She consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. Nice job.
So up next, Sunshine Strawberry. This is another player capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And home goes the dynamite. A 2-run shot for second of the year. The Angels on the board first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. She saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. She stayed on it and got all of it.
Up next for the Angels.
Here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry. She has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed her mind that she'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if she can pull it off.
High fly ball out to left field. A Rosarena under it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. He'll score the sac fly. It's 7-0.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there she didn't. She stayed within herself. She got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Strawberry.
To the right side.
Come on, get here, get here, get here.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels strand a couple, and they're on top 7-1. Man at first. Here's a big power threat. Sunshine Strawberry. She's already homered in this game. This one in the air center field. Harris under this one. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. Last half of the 5th coming up. Man at first with one gone. Here is Austin Riley. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. throw, safe.
In there.
Well, with that kind of elite arm she has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this catcher. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing her, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Up next to the Angels.
And up next for Los Angeles, Sunshine Strawberry. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got her day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give her confidence the rest of the way. Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
That one is absolutely belted. And a base hit right there. Moore around third. The relay to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense, a quick tag at the plate, and they cut down the run.
One down. So here's Riley now.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
In the dirt, blocked. And a ball and 2 strikes. This one popped up. McMahon. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, the left fielder, Randy.
Now the catcher up to hit, Sunshine Strawberry. She's already homered here in this one.
Strawberry.
Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. She hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Strawberry had a great showing in the win.
Really impressive work at the dish. She gave her teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask her to do.
Sunshine Strawberry, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can she keep the good times going in this one? It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So in now for the Angels, Sunshine Strawberry. 2 hits yesterday, 1 was a home run. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, Boog, we got Burns working on the mound in this one, and he's a guy that rose through the minors rather quickly. Drafted back in 2016, and he made his major league debut just 2 seasons later. That's a fast climb, and he's been able to conquer lots of challenges thrown his way. The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Then she grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield. Base hit. And a man aboard.
Nice hit. Nice hit. All right, take a look around.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps her hitting streak going. She is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like she's expecting a knock every time she steps to the plate. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner at second. That one lifted to left. One away.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
And here is Matt Wallner. On the ground to third. Slings to first in time.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
And now here is Zach Neto. Runner on second, 2 down. Squirts away a little bit. This ball's chopped on the ground.
On the bag, right here, on the bag.
To first, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Angels 1 and the Yankees coming to bat. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw down, and he's out, and that wasn't close.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Sunshine Strawberry.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying. Cannonball coming. She rockets one to right, and they add on. It's 2-0. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 down, and stepping in for New York, Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. This one popped up, foul ground first base side, and makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. Back at Yankee Stadium, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Sunshine Strawberry. Hard hit, right side. Torres over to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
It's Aaron Judge now.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter, number 99.
The Yankees
Aaron
with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
Up next for the
So
Angels,
2 down. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Sunshine Strawberry. She's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. Estrada, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. That one fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
This one in the air, center field. Bellinger on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 3. This is. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Slider squirts away. No advance, though. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The relay to the plate. And he's out on the tag. And he'll reach second with one away.
They couldn't afford to fall any further behind, so that was a terrific play to cut the bad throw and fire home for the out. That's clutch defensive work right there.
Strawberry, certainly not the reason they lost this game. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer.
Can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of her huge effort. It's easy to see why she's a key contributor for them.
Sunshine Strawberry with a remarkable run of late as she carries a 20-game hitting streak into this one. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry.
Sunshine Strawberry.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Runner stops at second. And the first two reach to start the inning.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps her hitting streak going. She is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like she's expecting a knock every time she steps to the plate. First and second, no outs. Zach Neto digs in now. 2-2 on the way. This one in the air, right field. Caballero brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is a big first out.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Christian Moore.
First and second, one out. Christian Moore now at the plate.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there are two outs.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
First and second, two outs. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. First and second, two down here in the second game of the series. High fly ball right field. Caballero should have this one. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Here's Cody Bellinger.
The left fielder, Cody
Contreras
Bellinger.
on second. Varsho on at first with two down. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Here's the throw. Safe. He beat the tag. And it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Strawberry digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but she's got the power to change that with one swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with two outs and no one on.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Fouls it back with two strikes. Going 2 now.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. A laser to left. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. That's her third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, she made him pay.
Go ahead run on base. Brendan Donovan will hit next.
Brendan Donovan.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Back here in New York, start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Sunshine Strawberry. In the air, left field. Bellinger settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If she does that, she's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Rudder takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Save! Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Strawberry locks in. No need to press, but they could really use a leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away.
Out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Woo, she was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. She was ready to hit.
2 outs, bases full, and now it's Dalton Varsho. The Yankees trying to break this one open here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the dirt, blocked, and an excellent job keeping it right there. The 1-1. That's out to center field, and that's the inning. And the Yankees leave them loaded as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. So 2 down. So in now for the Angels, Matt Wallner. In the air, right field. Caballero has a beat on it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take the first 2 games of this series. Strawberry had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time she came up. Even though she couldn't lift them to a win, she really made an impact. Great job in this one.